Well, hello and welcome everybody. Randy Replay back at it again. Technical difficulties here. The we lost the feed for the whole first half, so we're gonna go over the first half numbers. Score 24-21. Total yards of offense 325. Rushing yards only 57 for the Vikings. Passing yards 268. 13 first downs. 1 punt return yard and 64 kick return yards. So total yards 390. Turnovers each have 1. Third down conversions 5 for 7. Red zone percent 3 for 4. That is 2 touchdowns, 1 field goal. No penalties on either team. And Minnesota leads the possession battle. So check it out. Quarterback rating 133 for the first half. 17 for 22. That's 77% completion percentage. For those of you that don't know how to do math or didn't look over here. 279 yards in the first half and 1 touchdown. Rushing, we have Sam Gable, 14 for 64, 1 rushing touchdown. This is the best rush defense in the league, so we are struggling a bit there. Travis Parker, 2 for 1, 2 carries for 1 yard. Smeagol, 1 for 80. Got huge sack. He just kept going backwards, and he fumbled the ball in the process. The coach decided to go with a different playbook and get away from this rotation for one game, and it seems to be working. We're going to take a look at the receiving. In their first game back, Luke Slazewski has 5 catches for 94 yards. Darian Wilson, 2 for 29. Jesse Peterson, his game back, his second game back, 3 catches for 60 yards. Josh Gable, 3 for 45. Travis Parker, 2 for 15. Anthony Bisbee, 1 for 10. That was a big one to convert on a third in 6 or 7, I believe, in the first half. Sam Gable, 1 catch, 26 yards, and the touchdown. Nobody cares about blocking. On the defensive side, we're going to take a look at total tackles. Tevin Fair leads it with 6. Aaron Nelson, Matthew Arnzo for the 4 apiece. Robert Nichols, Justin Vanashoff, Jacob Pickering, Josh Fitzer with 3. Zachary Anderson, Thaddeus Rozu, Otis McMillan, Sean Clausen, Kevin Stark with 2. And we have Luis Gonzalez with 1. That doesn't make any sense at all. So we're still getting the rotation in. It's just not as much as it was in the past so that we don't get beat on big plays. Tevin Fair with a sack. No interceptions. And we're going to take a look at the forced fumbles. There are 0. Through the first half of kicking, he's 1 for 1 from 22. Taylor Polina is 1 for 45-yard punt. Darian Wilson, 3 for 64 on kick. And Robert Nichols, 1 for 1 on punt. This play, I wish I could go back into the video for this game and show you. Robert Nichols fielded the punt. He went to go for a juke. He got thrown back by the defender, stayed on his feet, and tried to run around the field. He went from left to right, as you hear it on your radio dial or as you're going to watch it. And he went down 1 yard past where he got it. So a lot of running for only 1 yard. You not like to see that. So we're going to send you back out to Soldier Field, where the Bears will get the ball to start the second half. This is Randy Replay. I will be back for the Minnesota Vikings final whistle post-game show, bringing you all the stats and hopefully another Minnesota Vikings win. The defense has been playing good through the first half. Despite the yards allowed, they've really shut them down on third down. It's the second down big plays that we need to stop. Let's see if we can do it. Let's go.
Bears football. They won the toss and deferred as we get going here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone.
And and they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation. Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. And when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
The ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
On third down, Cutler. That is caught inside the 5. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown.
8 to 10, kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And some room to work. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And a nice carry there.
And create space for his runner. In this case, he did a really nice job of communicating and executing.
Now let's go. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there for Minnesota. 42.
After the catch ability, rack ability is often the difference between winning and losing and changing field position.
And he'll go on the ground. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great play there. His third. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the second, Jeremy Langford, 20. Touchdown, Chicago. Jeremy Langford, his third touchdown.
Guess what? You're handing it to me again.
And if I'm the quarterback, I'm saying, okay, that sounds good, right?
Smart quarterback.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he finally goes down at the 20. Back to throw now on first down. This will be caught at about the 3. A good pickup there, a 22. And now the offense operates in the red zone. And quickly they get to the line. Here we go now. Green 39. Back to throw. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great effort there with a career. They come out here in the eye. This is Jeremy Langford's 20th carry.
On the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
A fake to Langford. Now Cutler. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. He was looking for
as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he sensed being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Just a gain of sticks after that completion, and now it's third down for this offense. They come out here in the eye. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. A bullet throw, but incomplete. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly
exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Now Cutler. This caught by Royal. And he's brought down. So there you go, holding by the offense, and that'll push him back.
And boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
On 3rd down, Cutler. He hits White, complete. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. Game to this point, just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Now Cutler to throw on second down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
In tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown. Alshon Jeffrey.
Randy replay back at it again. We're going to have another look at this touchdown here. Robert Nicholson covers the fastest corner we have. The pass rush just isn't getting to Cutler here. You have... It's just ridiculous. Anyway, so he's going to get the ball off. It looks like pretty good coverage here from the get-go. And that ball... It's going to be really close. I hope somebody takes another look at this thing. I mean, his knee looks down right there. The ball looks to be inbounds. He does have possession. But it's hard to tell because he only has one knee. Some people say you need one knee or 2 feet. But I don't know. That looks a little shady to me.
Comes Minnesota. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little bit on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Now back to throw. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Let's discuss now this. He saw it. Some pinpoint accuracy. He's displaying that again.
That was a fun film session for us, wasn't it? Able to kick back and watch him work. And what we saw was a confident leader, a guy in control, making excellent throws at times. And he's brought that with him in this one.
50 yards passing.
That's an incredible number. I mean, you're talking about the best defenders in the world in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one. Maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play like that.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he will have a first down because really, they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive is what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up as that last drive was dominant through the air against them.
They found something that was working for them on offense, and they just kept going to it, just kept throwing the football. So that means an entire overhaul on the defensive side. They need more pressure on the quarterback, and obviously need tight.
The lone setback is Langford. And he'll get it up the middle. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
So here we go. 2nd and 9 from the 44-yard line. 5 minutes left to go. Cutler in the shotgun, flanked by Langford. Cutler will get the snap. He throws out to the left side to a wide-open Miller. Kapow!
Surprise, don't you think? Think about our meeting with the coaches. I mean, all they kept talking about was, well, you know, if you had a bad game last week, it won't happen again. There won't be 2 in a row. We'll bear the brunt of what happened from the week before.
Yeah, they were giving us all the cliches, hoping he would right the ship, and he has.
Plenty of carries all night long. I just wonder if maybe he's a little bit tired from toting the rock that much.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked.
So good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out on the defensive team stat sheet. Won't necessarily reflect in ours, right, the overall game sheet. But you and I know that they keep count on pressures, hits on quarter.
So here we go. 3rd and 10. Smiglin gets the snap. He drops back. He drops back some more. He sees a wide open Josh Gable. Josh Gable makes the catch. Gets it and comes down with it.
And now they're in the hurry up. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And he takes a shot on the release.
You get a little hit on the quarterback, knock him to the ground, make him think a little bit, hopefully knock him off his game, especially in a game of this magnitude, this tight in the 4th quarter. You got to feel pretty good.
New set of downs. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about 2nd down.
I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. These short ones still have their value. You can still set up the play action and throw it.
And he'll go down. The big drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And this is going to be in.
Big decision here by the coach going for it on 4th and 16. Travis Parker will leave Smiegel's side, go out to the left as a wide receiver. This is big time. He gets the snap. Here comes the blitz. He's looking, he's throwing. It is picked off! Picked off!
Now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game, this
touchdown, Chicago! Kevin White, his first touch to convert and move the sticks. And the offense moving quickly to the line. They'll look to throw. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback.
Personal foul, unnecessary roughness, defense.
Back to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. And the numbers comparison and something.
I can feel it. Smeagol takes the snap. He looks right. He looks left. He fires left. Intercepted by Tracy Porter. Remnants of the Super Bowl with the Indianapolis Colts and the New Orleans Saints. 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown. Bears go up 55 to 41, pending the extra point kick.
That didn't bother you too much last time.
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
He's got time. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Dante Whitner. And they will score a pick six for a Bears touchdown. Ah, yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
3rd and 10 here for Kenny Erickson. He's been trying so hard. He's thrown 3 straight incompletions as he's trying to get this thing down the field. He takes the snap. He looks right. He looks middle. He looks left. He throws up for Darian Wilson. Broken up and falls incomplete. Hello and welcome back to the post-game show here. Randy Replay back at it again. And what the heck did we just witness? I want to know what just happened. Anyway, we're going to take a look at some stats. We're going to give you the rest of this, and then we're going to get out of here, and we're going to Wow. Smeagol quarterback rating of 86.9. Going into the half, he was over 100. Completions 32 for 50. His 64% completion percentage, for those of you that don't know how to do math or didn't look over here. 518 yards. You should not, I shouldn't really say this because this is just my opinion. You shouldn't have to throw the ball 50 times in any game, let alone the 46 or 45 he threw last week. That is how you tear ligaments in your arms and everything else. 2 touchdowns. Going into the half, he had 0 interceptions. Coming out of the half, he had 3. 2 of those were pick sixes right at the end of the game to spot the Bears the 14 points that gave them the victory. Kenny Erickson was brought into the game for the last drive. Well, whatever, if you want to call it that. 0 completions, 3 attempts, 0 yards. Rushing, we had Sam Gable, 24 carries, 91 yards, 2 touchdowns. Smeagol ran it 2 more times in the second half and got 2 yards. Well, 4, because he entered with -1. He had 1 fumble, but 1 broken tackle. Travis Parker, 2 carries, 1 yards. Luke Slazewski got injured again. His game back, and he gets injured again. This time, I think it was a elbow injury, but nevertheless, he goes 7 for 190, and he just brought it down to the 1 or the 2 there in the fourth quarter, and he gets injured. Jesse Peterson in his place, 7 catches for 108 yards. Darian Wilson, his first game back, it was a little bit underwhelming, I thought, but he made some huge catches. The catches that he made were huge. 5 catches, 81 yards there. Josh Gable, 5 for 65. He did have one drop in the second half. No touchdowns for any Minnesota Vikings wide receiver. Travis Parker, 2 for 15. Anthony Bisbee, 2 for 15. Sam Gable, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns, 27 yards. Matthew Peterson had the 1 on the play action in the fourth for 7 yards. And Blake Letelier, just 1 catch in this rotation for 10 yards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 different receivers. Nobody cares about blocking. We're going to take a look at total tackles for the defense. Matthew Ornsdorf led. Justin Vanderschaff, Aaron Nelson split with 9. Tevin Fair, Thaddeus Rosu split with 7. Josh Fitzer, Scott Ruthwell split with 6. Robert Nichols and Jacob Pickering. No Danny Pickering today. You need to put that kid in here. He's fast. He actually might be injured. They split 5. Otis McMillan, Sean Clausen split 4. Zachary Anderson, Kevin Stark split 3. Blake Letelier with 2 tackles. I don't understand where this is coming from. Paul Fritchie with 1. Ryan Beeler with 1. Luis Gonzalez. Mario, the kicker, are you serious? We need to have a talk with that stat guy. I think he's playing pranks on us. 2 tackles for loss for Scott Ruthwell, both coming in the second half. Otis McMillan, Jacob Pickering, Sean Clausen, Josh Fitzer, Tevin Fair, and Thaddeus Rosu, each with 1 tackle for loss. Tevin Fair, the lone sack, no interceptions, no forced fumbles, no fumble. Well, I guess the Josh Gable one was considered a fumble recovered by a lineman, but defensively, Sean Clausen got 1. No safeties, no defensive touchdowns. Kicking, he hit it the longest of the year. This is my biggest takeaway. He hit a 53-yarder outdoors. He's 2 for 2. 5 for 5 on extra points. But the 53-yarder in the wind, compensating and all that, he put his leg in through it, and he got it done. Punts, Taylor Pauline had 3, 2 of them coming in the final quarter, for 152 net, 146 net punt yards. Longest punt of the day was 59. Kick return, Robert Nichols had 1 for 28. Darren Wilson had 6 for 129. Biggest average goes to Robert Nichols. Now I'm going to go to the receiving here quick. We're going to take a look at this Look at this yards. 92 yards run after the catch. He gets open in space and he can do a lot with it. This is going to hurt this team. This Luke Slazewski injury is going to cripple this receiving core, to its core, really. This has been a broadcast of the Minnesota Vikings television network. Yes, we still use the 50s term television. This is Randy Replay. The quarterback, Smeagol, just completely dissolved on that last play, or the last drive. Threw 2 pick sixes and another interception to end the game. I think those are his only picks for the year, I'm not mistaken. This has been the post-game show. The Facebook exclusive final whistle will be coming up next. So be sure to pop over to the Facebook page to get a hold of that. That's going to break down really what happened in this game and just go more in depth. This is Randy Replay signing off.